Welcome back. In this video, we are going to be installing an integrated development environment in order to develop and run our C++ programs. Now, the IDE that I use in this course is the Visual Studio IDE. There are several other popular IDEs out there, and if you have been using one of them, please continue to use them. But at the end of the day, it helps to use an IDE because you can more efficiently write and maintain your programs. So I'm going to click, well, as you can see, I've searched for Visual Studio 2022, and you can do the same from the browser of your choice. You should see a set of results like this. I'm going to click on the first one. This opens out the Visual Studio homepage. So I'm going to click on this button here, which is download Visual Studio. I'm going to select the community edition because that's a free edition and it's more than sufficient for the purposes of this course. Now you would have an installer for the Mac environment as well, so go ahead and download that installer and run the installation on your Mac. So this is the installer for the Windows environment. Go ahead and start up the application, which will install all the components that you need to get Visual Studio up and running on your computer. So I'm going to also go into this link, and as you can see, it asks you to check if you're meeting the system requirements in terms of the RAM that you might need and the operating system versions. So have a quick look at that. Most computers satisfy these requirements today, so I wouldn't bother about them too much. There's one thing that I would like to bring to your attention, and that's with regard to choosing workloads. So as you run the installer, you're going to be shown a screen which looks like this, and I would pick the desktop development with C++ package because that's what is needed for this course. There are several other packages listed out here as well, and you would pick them if you're going to be developing for these environments. So if you're going to be developing Python programs, then you would pick this particular package, and if you are going to be developing for the Azure environment, then you would be picking up this package. So at the end of the day, for this course, we just need only the desktop development with C++ package. So once you run through the installer, you're going to be seeing a shortcut appearing in your start menu or on your desktop. So you just need to double click the shortcut, which will open out the Visual Studio application, and the application should start up on your computer. So once I open my Visual Studio IDE, I should be greeted with a splash screen and an initial screen which looks like this. So I'm going to be clicking here on create a new project. The next screen I'm greeted with is a list of project templates. So I'm going to select the empty project. It's already selected here for me, so that's fine, and I'm going to say next. Thereafter you can enter a project name, and then you can enter a location of your choice, and then click on create. Once the project is created, this is the screen that you will be greeted with. So Visual Studio has created a tree structure here for us. It's created a solution, and I've just left my project to use the default name. You might use a different name here instead of project 1. Now this just ensures that Visual Studio has been installed properly and I'm able to create a solution and a project. So let me click on help here and then come down to about Microsoft Visual Studio. So the first entry here that you see shows that Visual C++ 2022 has been installed. You might see something similar if you check your installation as well. So I do this just to ensure that we have Visual C++ installed. So once you see this, you can be assured that you have the correct packages installed and you're able to create a solution with which you can start writing your code. So that's it, folks, for this video, and now we are ready to start writing our first program.